Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Sure appreciate you taking the time out of your weekend to swing by and hang out with us for a few minutes. We really enjoy doing this Sunday Night Live every week. Hey, Patch of Heaven, how you doing, buddy? Mr. Steve Mack, Becky Goslin. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Road services made it in. We made a good push on hay this week. Actually got a lot done. There's a decent chance of rain over the weekend, so we quit cutting Thursday or Wednesday and finished baling Friday. Tony Perry, how you doing? 69 Drew. Miss Becky, we are doing good. We hope you are. Hey, Joey. Gordon Bryant made it in. Mr. Ed's in the house. Billy Todd, Aaron Hall. Hope everybody's having a good one. World's okay as farmer. What's going on, buddy? I don't know how to do live chat still. Let me go up here and check. See, the only options it gives me is participants. Let me click on that and see what it does. That just shows me who's. Oh boy. I better leave well enough alone. So am I missing somebody? Is there a name that I haven't called out? Hey, Roller Angel. How you doing? Thanks for the DWALK tutorial. Anytime, buddy. Whenever we have something here that we use on the farm, if I really like it or think it's a decent product, I don't mind putting it out. That's been my motto since day one. I'm not going to try to push something never. If I don't think it's good, I don't never see me changing to just advance myself to push a product that I don't believe in. Hey, Mark, it's Motorsport and Farming. What's going on, buddy? Matt and Andy's in the house. There's Mr. Ron. What's going on, buddy? We heading up to Lancashire this coming weekend. Gonna try to go to the World of Outlaws, to the late model race. I'm pretty excited about that. Mr. Steve Mack says smash that thumbs up. If y'all would hit it for us. If you know how to share the live out, share it out. Still it beats. Good deal. Kurt Soller. Steve Mack shared it out. You see your name back there on the board, Mr. Steve? Scott Swift made it in. Yeah, I had to get you your blue wrench up there, Mr. Steve. Y'all guys and gals, Mr. Steve is a friend that I made through the YouTube channel here, and it's amazing how much he helps me out with the channel. He does a lot behind the scenes with helping me on stuff, and it's just unreal. Ran late model at Hickory last night. Everything go good? Yeah, Mr. Steve is a good guy. He's going to be mad at me, though, when he finds out I'm cutting his hayfield. I started cutting it today. 15-year-old Ryan Rackley. Hey Nathan, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, it'll grow back though. I mean, we'll have another cutting on it. If everything goes decent, we will. We lack. I helped Mr. Drew at Drew Farms cut a bunch of hay this week, and we tried to cut several of ours, but with the ground still too wet, we was making ruts, so we aborted and went to other fields. And the Steve Mack field was not exactly ready to be cut, but with the situation, and we think we got a couple good days, we started laying it down today. The weather's good here right now. We've had probably 6 good days in a row. Just chilling at a hotel, waiting for some supper to show up. That reminds me, I've got to let my wife know what I want to eat tonight. I got to text her in a few minutes. I know I'm going to want something. Have you heard of subscribe to Dirt Vision? I think I have heard of it. I don't have a lot of time, Aaron, to watch a lot of TV, to be honest, bud. If I'm not making a video, it's because I'm too busy trying to actually real farm and to try to make A and B line up and turn into C, so we can try to keep the wheels going and to be able to continue doing what we love doing, which is farming. And Mr. Drew get all his equipment fixed. That Kubota cutter that we was running in the video on Tuesday was a brand new cutter, and we did actually tear it up. Well, I was running it when it tore up, so I reckon that means I tore it up. But yeah, he's got that fixed, and we had a little issue with a tether. Rule life with Ron. What's going on, buddy? There's never really no exact menu on here, buddy. Just whatever I can come up with, and if y'all ask the question, I try to answer it the best that I'm able. And that's not good a lot of times. Mr. Steve Mack just dropped the link there to our Teespring store. If anybody's interested in some merch, you can check it out. My wife's got some pretty decent designs on there. Yeah, there's a couple of them that's up there twice. And as the board fills on up, I'll take the duplicates down. It's hard to keep up with all the small stuff, Mark. I'm just blessed that Mr. Ricky's good enough to us to make the sign and contribute to the community. We had to do the day job today. Got to get up early to run the tight ship. Well, I sure do appreciate you coming in, man. We're going to try to lay about 70 more acres of hay down this week and try to get caught up on hay if we can. Hey, Scott, what's going on, buddy? Thumbs up. That's right. Everybody hit the thumbs up for us. Lee Harris, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Yeah, Mr. Ricky's on the ball. He's paying attention for us. Some guys ask, why is your name out up there? I tell them to comment more. You comment more on stuff, Mr. Ricky will see it and hook you up. Ryan said he's got to eat supper. Milking cows for a friend in the morning. You got to tell us what you're going to eat there, Ryan. That's like one of our little unwritten rules here, buddy. If you come in, you say you're going to eat, you need to tell us what you're going to eat so you can make everybody hungry. Hey, Lala Farm, what's going on, buddy? First time on the live. Got just a few minutes. Well, I sure do appreciate you coming in, buddy. We normally do the live every Sunday night, and during the summer months, it's at 8:30. And during the winter, when it starts getting dark a good bit earlier, I'll move it back to 7:30, so we don't be out so late. I just don't like to do it real early in the summer at 7:30 because there's a couple hours of daylight left sometime. Eating breakfast for supper. Man, breakfast is good for any meal. Oh, let's see. Lee said he had covers. A butter burger. Just bought the DeWalt and the extension, lock and lube, and that's how you found the channel. First result on Google for DeWalt lock and lube. Wow, that's good. I still got to get me a swivel where the lock and lube goes onto the hose. I need to get a swivel there because it's kind of aggravating trying to twist that lock and lube because the hose don't flex too much. I just get tied up and busy and forget to look online to try to order stuff. Just finished a plate full of beef tips and pasta. Rick Bork's in the house. Man, I hate I missed your live the other night, buddy. We've been running so hard trying to get all the hay made that we could. But I do apologize for not popping in yours and at least saying hello. Breakfast is usually whatever you have from dinner the night before. Appreciate you coming in, Kirk. Have a good week, buddy. Ed was in here a little earlier. I seen his name. But yeah, all of y'all, or most of y'all, know that I love dirt track racing, and we share some videos on it. And this past week, we was in touch with Lancaster Motor Speedway, and they have the World of Outlaws Super Late models coming this coming weekend. So we've got everything lined up so I can go there and try to make a video or two, and I'm going to try my best to put a GoPro in like Scott Bloomquist's car or one of them guys, if they'll let me. They're going to have to tell me no, though, because I'm sure going to ask. Have I ever toured as far as north of these? No, I've never gone that far. It's hard for us to get away far. Now, I can get away a little further in the wintertime because, we don't have as much stuff that we have to get done in the winter. But in the summertime, it's hard to get away. You watch the dirt track videos. Richmond, Wisconsin. Okay. Yeah, I really enjoy the dirt track racing. Ag Wild's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, we got a lot of hay made. We're going to try to lay about 70 more acres down this week. That's going to depend on how good the ground dries, because we tried to cut 4 or 5 other places this week, but the ground was too wet. Hamiltonville Farms. What's going on, Hank? Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Yep, y'all pound that thumbs up. Have some good racing up there. Yes, sir. I still want to try to put together a little tour one of these upcoming winters soon where I can try to get out and go to meet several of y'all. Try to line me up like a 3 or 4 day trip that I can, make a loop and meet as many of y'all as I can. Hey, Gary, what's going on, buddy? We did have a good week, buddy. And all of us in here is blessed. We're still above ground. Sometimes we might not feel that way, but as little as you got, that's a lot compared to what some people have. Yeah, I seen Hank. He's in here hanging out with us a little bit. With that trademark, how about you? You got that thing copyrighted, I believe. Yeah, we just got dry weather this past week. That's the first good streak of weather we've had in a long time. Gary said, thought I seen where somebody said, let's go racing. Yeah, right there said, let's go racing. Man, I bought a motor this past week. I'm waiting on you to get us a car. Put it in. What's your favorite racetrack? I'm kind of biased on that probably because Lakeview's my home track. Lakeview's the first track that I ever raced a car on. We raced go-karts on a lot of other tracks, and I've raced cars on several other tracks, but Lakeview is so close to home that that's like a home track. We went up to Carolina Speedway last year to a street stock race, and that they put on some good racing. I'm excited about going to Lancaster this weekend. Mark, so y'all need some dry weather too. I can't give everything away yet, Mr. Steve. But I told y'all last week that we really closing in on pulling the deal on another dirt race car to bring y'all along. Y'all get to see us build motors and hanging new bodies on it and racing it and wrecking it and fixing it and repeat. Appreciate you coming in, Lala Farms. Have a good week, buddy. Maybe we'll see you again next Sunday night. Race, your son-in-law race go-karts. $15,000 or $20,000 win a race and get 100. Hank, there's a local go-kart track right here not too far from me, and they put on a couple races a year there that pay real money. I'm talking like 20, 30, 40,000 to win. A couple years ago to give away a brand new truck. That's when you know you do it for the fun. Start another YouTube channel for racing. I've got a second channel now. It's the Gerald Farms Raw. And I reckon if it don't pick up and continue going. I could change it over to a more of a racing, but I see a lot of guys have farming channels and stuff and do the racing on them. I don't want to upset too many of the farming people, though. Sounds like Farming Scott. Yeah, it does. Spend all that money to get a little bit back. There's the link to our second channel. Mr. Steve dropped it in there. In most of the videos on that channel, there's hardly no editing done. And some of the video stuff might not fit together, but whatever footage we have left over and don't use, we'll stick it on there. Carolina's been around a long time. Yeah, they put on some good racing there. We're going to go back there. I think it's in September or October. They're going to have another 10,000 to win a streak stock. So I plan on going back there too if I'm able. We're on the money into fun. Hey, George. Harsh, what's going on, buddy? Jackie's Dirt Track Chronicles. Doing good, man. Like I said, we finally had a couple good days this past week and was able to make a good dent into hay where we were so far behind with it raining every other day. But there is a slight chance tomorrow, I think. But we still I actually cut some today. I don't like to do it, but I did. Hey, DLK, what's going on, buddy? I don't like to do it on Sundays, but with the way this year's been so far, we got to put it down when we can. Donnie Schultz and Tony Stewart in Australia. Still doing the hay, DOK? If I can get that other 70 acres done, we'll be caught up, us and Drew Farms, and we'll be waiting on third cutting, which we should be on third cutting by now. We actually should be on third. But it'll come. I feel like we've got enough now to feed the cows. Work on Sunday, fix on Monday. Yeah, you're right. But what I went and done is I went and cut a field in because I was going to go cut tonight and do the live stream from the tractor. But the lights on the tractor weren't good enough. I didn't feel they was good enough, and I didn't want to take a chance of running over something with the tractor at night. And then it would be hard for me to keep up with the comments in the tractor cab. I didn't want to leave anybody out. Yeah, the weather has been tough the last few years. Got a night job. The corn's going pretty good in my area. A lot of people this past week when I was able to jump on hay, a lot of people was knocking the corn down. Did you get dropped from the new sign? I don't really know. No, Brian's up there. I'm sure you up there too, DLK. Yeah, you right there. There's a lot more names at the camera. See it right there, DLK? Right. camera's backwards. Right there. Yeah, as soon as I get a chance, I need to move my computer around so the angle will be better for the background. Got 2 or 3 weeks before another tropical system. Hey, Mr. Tony Walsh, how you doing, buddy? Yep. If Mr. Ricky sees y'all commenting, he's pretty good at it. Yeah, there's a lot of names. Like I said, that sign, there's a lot that is just not in the screen right now. Threatening frost. Should be a while before we have a frost here. We sure hope that it's a while. Because on a normal year, we'll be rolling hay right up close to Thanksgiving. I hope we do this year, and I hope the border's open so Mr. Steve can come double his output from last year. No, I haven't talked to Farm All in a little while. A lot of people saying hello, ain't it, Miss Tommy? You left a post on yours, Hank? Mr. Steve is more interested in your area than doubling his bell count. Yeah, that's right, Scott. Mr. Tony is a well-liked man. He dropped a video. I was trying to remember the last video I seen of his. Airplane still legal, you think? That's what I like about this Sunday Night Live, Mr. Tony, is the feeling. And that's why I started that Facebook group, the Anything Ag, is because of this Sunday Night Live. I like the feeling that we all friends. It feels like we neighbors when this is going to me. Dig under it. Hey, Lee Harris. How you doing, buddy? It might be thumbs up and me talking about the Hangout. Nathan said his supper's arrived. Tacos. I got to text my wife something. What do I need to tell my wife I want for supper? Some of y'all tell me some suggestions for something she can pick up for me fast food tonight. Poutine? What in the world is poutine? I might not better tell her that. Uh-oh, somebody just texted me. See, that's my wife wanting to know what I want to eat. Roller Angel said ribs. Steve Mack said a burger. Billy Todd said a burger. Chick-fil-A. There's no Chick-fil-A in my area, Hank. My choices is McDonald's, Wendy's, Arby's, Taco Bell. I'm trying to think. Bojangles. That's about it. That's the cream of the crop in my area. Not ready for cold weather yet. That's what I tell her, Scott. Just bring me something. And you need to tell me something. I don't know what to get. We do have a Pizza Hut, Mark. You're right. We do, and we have a Little Caesars. Lawson Farms. What's going on, buddy? You know, my daughter loves Chick-fil-A, and you're right. You can't get it on Sunday. Oh, Gordon took it down. He must have had something good spelled up there for us. French fries with brown gravy, cheese curds melted on the hot gravy. That sounds good. It's a neat song about Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I didn't even think about it being Sunday with Chick-fil-A because I'm not a big Chick-fil-A eater. Steve Z, I appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Taco Bell. I think that's actually what I was thinking. Let me text her. So it's going to be Roller Angels going to win this supper deal. I'm just going to put Taco Bell and see what she sends back. She'll send something back. She want me to tell her what from Taco Bell. Little Caesar will work too. That's right. I like the deep dish sausage from Little Caesars. 5-layer beef burrito. Tacos is a good choice. Hey, my wife knows me, y'all. You know what she sent back? Just a bunch of different stuff. That's right. My baby knows me. I ain't picky. There's only a couple things that I cannot eat shrimp. I'm allergic to eating shrimp. And it's hard for me to eat anything that's smoked. For y'all that's been around a good while, probably a year and a half ago, one Saturday night, I put a live up and I smoked the Boston butt and eat it. And that thing about done me in. Taco Bell up there is not that great. It's not that great here either, DOK. It ain't my favorite. I tell you though, I'm really ready for some Chinese food. I haven't really gone in anywhere to eat since everything's going on. Scott said he remembers. Yeah, that thing, whew. But the sad part is I really like to try. I always want to try to smoke something, but I know I can't eat it. Mark's never tried Taco Bell. Nathan, you allergic to shrimp too? George Har said you finally got caught up on the videos this past week. I sure do appreciate it, man. Y'all guys and gals make it worthwhile to keep doing them. I really enjoy trying to share our little experiences here on the little small farm. Mater sandwich. Got some tacos off the street. It was amazing. I went with my son when he was in 6th, 7th grade or something like that up to Washington, D.C. on like a field trip. And they had a bunch of street vendors, I call it, like somewhere in a train station set up. And I tried a bunch of foreign food, and it was good. I mean, because I will try stuff like that. My wife, she won't try nothing she don't know. Now, I do eat oysters, Matt and Andy. I like me some oysters. And I used to eat shrimp anyway. It would just make my mouth itch and my lips itch real bad. Then it got to where it was making me where I couldn't breathe. So I just finally quit trying to force them down. Wendy's burger sounds good. The Arby's big roast beef sounds good too. Yep. Lee said he sees food and he eats it. Appreciate you coming in, Hank. Have a good week, buddy. No, Scott. We had a Sonic about 10, 12 years ago. And I think it was real busy. I'm not sure what happened there. I think they had some kind of, like the person that owned the land or some kind of, something was going on and they walked out and left. Telling Hank to get that Oliver running. Hey, Rockin' Robbie, what's going on, buddy? I've eaten Popeye's chicken several times, but we don't have one here. No, Billy Todd ain't gonna come here talking about he had a T-bone steak. And I'm having to decide what to order fast food. Roller Angel said, when was I first introduced to dirt racing? Probably when I was 8 years old. When I was about 8, my dad had me racing go-karts. And we raced go-karts up until I was probably 13 or so. And then by the time I was 16 or 17, I bought my first race car. And was working with my dad at his business and racing. And we raced go-karts on the side. And I just about burnt my wife out on racing. Because I would race Saturday night and Friday night I'd be at another racetrack watching if I wasn't racing. Working on the red stripe. 1983 F-150. We actually bought us another project. I might have mentioned it on here, I'm not sure, but me and my son bought a 65 Chevrolet truck that we're probably going to try to work on as a project. Almost forgot it was Sunday. And Gordon had a steak. And see, that's the sad part, y'all. That's the bad part about being a poor farmer that raises beef. I don't hardly ever get steak. I have to sell a calf, whatever I sell, and stop and buy some chicken when I come home. Now all y'all guys is eating steak. Have a good week, Real Life. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, that's the bad part about being me. Lawson's got a 64 Chevy truck. There's the Teespring link if anybody's interested in some merch. You want cheese with that wine? We will eat steak if I want it really, but none of my family other than my daughter really like steak like I do. My wife will step over the prettiest steak you've ever seen to get a piece of chicken. Nathan said he appreciates those raisins so he can eat them. Hey, Chris Hope, what's going on, buddy? That would be awesome, Robbie. I don't know how we could get them shipped. We might have to flat freeze them, and I don't know how that would work. I'd love to try it. What, do they kind of taste like beef steaks? Now you done got my curiosity peaked now. Oh, you see he's chicken, Gordon. Here's the email address. Mark dropped it in there for y'all. Love it. We're doing good, Chris. We're going to try to make another push here on laying some more hay down this week. Okay, see, when your wife won't listen, you got to whine somewhere. Yeah, that's another good thing about having YouTube. I can leave the impression that I'm in charge and I call the shots and I got y'all to whine to. Herd bulls and steers were up a little. I need to get a load together. I've got a couple that I need to do something with shortly. Dry ice froze would probably work. A lot like beef, just a lot less fat. Good deal. I definitely will be interested in trying it. Cooler weather headed for y'all after tomorrow. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, Scott's got freedom now. Almost cool enough for sweatpants again. It felt good this past week. I mean, it's probably in the low 90s here. The humidity wasn't real bad, and we did have a decent breeze blowing from that tropical system, what I'm assuming the breeze was off of. Appreciate you coming in, Billy Todd. Have a good week, buddy. Got to move some when it dries up. Yeah. The hay that we've been cutting is on real sandy soil. What we got left now, I've got probably 35 acres that's on sand. And then the rest of it's in lower heavy soil. It was too wet as of Thursday. We tried. I had to keep getting out, Scott, when I was tearing stuff up. Now, I really didn't know a couple days until after 5 o'clock. Whenever we'd be cutting all day, I wouldn't know if it was hot or cold really until you had to get out or change tractors. I'm really liking the way the Kubota cutter is working though. Yeah, the Bermuda does like the sandy soil. It does good in a little heavier soil that we got too. And it seems like the fertilizer and stuff works a little better in that little bit heavier soil. You know, a little less sand, but not too much clay. seems to leach off a lot less. Like especially if you get a lot of rain right after you put out nitrogen or something on it. As long as you don't get enough to run, but a decent heavy rain, it seems to work a little better with a little bit heavier soil for us. Lee Harris said he's retired and messed up your left knee 2 weeks ago. Now all you can do is sit on the couch. Yeah, just don't push it though and try to get back on it too soon, Lee, because you don't want to create more damage and turn that 2 or 3 weeks recovery into 2 or 3 months, or have to have surgery again or something on it. So just, I know it's hard to stay off and take it easy. Hey, Mark, what's going on, buddy? If y'all just coming in, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for us if you would. Me and my son is trying to come up with a plan for the 65 Chevrolet, if we want them to try to fully restore it, or if we want them to more like a rat rod, and if we want them to try to leave it where it's kind of rusty with the faded paint and the rust and all that stuff. We're trying to get together on what we want to do with it. Doing pretty good with the Tifton. We'll probably never sprig any more Russell. Not impressed with it. Yeah, because you don't want to, jump back going too soon. I-75 down in the 50s. It had a 250 in it, Scott. We're probably gonna put a 350 in it. We're trying to decide that also. Exactly what we want to do. If we want to, it's just gonna depend on what me and him come up with. If it's just gonna be a little rat rod to leave it the rusty color, patina they call it, then if we're going to put air conditioning and stuff on it, because it did not have factory air conditioner, but it's got a bunch of new parts already on it. It's got the new door seals and all that, a bunch of the window seals, a new sliding back glass, a new window seal for the back, the radiator support's new. All the brakes has been gone through on it, the rear end. Just got to decide what we want to do for it. Love that has for used tractors. I learned when I was looking for my tractor, I went and looked at so many tractors. And when I was looking for my truck, man, these people are so good at taking pictures that when you get there, it's hard to even believe it's the same truck or tractor in the picture. If we do the rat rod type deal, it ain't gonna be for easier, because it's gonna be kind of tough to get it to the rusty point you want it, and then stop it from rusting anymore. I don't know if we'll do 400 heads, Scott, or if we're going to do 350 double hump heads. I don't know or we might do racing heads. I don't know, because I still got a decent amount of racing parts at my farm shop from when I was racing. SLC's in the house, $4.99. Thank you, buddy. Late entry fee. It'd be cheaper to come in earlier, wouldn't it? Thank you so much, though, buddy. What you been up to today? Yeah, Brian come in dropping the bills, didn't he? Neil Willoughby from the UK, just listening in, not a farmer, but really. Love the channel. It's 2:20 in the morning here. Well, Neil, I sure appreciate you watching, buddy, and drop back in and chat with us at any time. And have a good week. Mr. Ricky Locklear, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, there he is, Nathan. Actually, I thought my wife had them put up there. But if not, I will do my best to get her on that this coming week, buddy. Because if y'all want something, I want to try my best to have it out there for you, buddy. That's for sure. Hey, all day. Yeah, we started cutting some. Of course, time I started, I had a cow water trough tear up. Had to fix that. No, I haven't talked to Ted either, DLK. Hold on, I know what I can do. While we on here, I'll text him right now. Let's see. I'll text him and see what he's doing. He had a video a while back. Now my phone is acting plumb crazy. Don't y'all just love it when you're trying to do something? Your toolbox is loaded up with stickers. Instagram buddies. Well, I'll definitely get one, buddy. I'm trying to scroll through my phone here, y'all. I'm not being rude. I'm trying to get the Ted. Let me text him right now, telling people's asking him about it. Hey, Chuck D, what's going on, buddy? All right, I just texted him. I told him that everyone is asking about him on the live, and I hope all is well. Let's see if he hits us back. Jimmy, what's going on, buddy? You reckon he's in the background lurking, Brian? I know somebody that's normally always in the background. Let me comment and see if they'll chime in. Is Mr. David hanging out there in the background? Farming for fun and profit. I tell you what, they laid a bunch of hay on the ground this week. DLK's got about 125 acres left. Yeah. I think that's what I seen, yeah. They said they laid a bunch on the ground. Hey, Chuck, did it mess y'all's car up bad last night when y'all spun out and tangled up with that other car? I got to meet Chuck the weekend, y'all. The Chuck D FPV Got to meet him at the racetrack last night or yesterday afternoon. We got the Hangout. I checked this drone out. A lot different than the type of drone that I'm learned to fly. If I hear something back from Ted before we get off, I'll let everyone know. So what's everybody's plans for the upcoming week? I don't reckon Mr. David's in the background tonight. Normally if somebody asks something about peanuts or cotton, he can chime in and help out, but he might not be in here tonight. Good, at least it didn't hurt nothing. They didn't mess nothing up major. I'll try to keep going on the land clearing, but it's got to stop raining. Well, maybe it'll quit, buddy. Y'all can get some stuff done. Doing delivery on 3 new cat graders, 4 new cat D6s. Wow. No, Mark. As of what day was that? Friday. Friday at lunchtime, I think they was about halfway through, and I don't think they ran today. They was running yesterday. Mr. David, comment on your video today. I talked to Mr. David Tuesday or Wednesday, the first day when we started cutting hay. I talked to him on the phone, and they was starting to cut also. You got distracted. Somebody was asking about you earlier, Ed. I think so, Mark. I believe he was satisfied with it. The problem is, just like we fighting the wet ground, he's fighting wet ground. He did put the big flotation tires on it, on his combine. I done that one video week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It had the duals on it. And he's got flotation tires. He did have to put them on. I'm going to try to get back by and get another video, maybe get some drone footage of it with the flotation tires on it. But some of the fields are very wet that he's having to go through. Making beer can chicken on the new Pit Boss. So you did get you a Pit Boss. Homemade fries. Well, go ahead and get that grill broke in good, because if everything continues going like it's supposed to, I'm going to head your way Saturday morning and crash at your place Saturday night after that race at Lancaster. My brother might be going to go with me. My baby brother. No. Everything in our area is either red or green. I did see one cat, I think, a couple years back. I don't remember who it would have been. Hey, Tim, what's going on, buddy? Help in the field. I don't think you'll get too much help this weekend out of us. Not unless you're doing hay at the racetrack. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you're just dropping in. if I need to get Steve Mack and DLK's numbers hooked up, y'all just let me know, and I can get y'all's numbers to each other somehow. But I ain't gonna do it unless y'all tell me to. Found a new Farmall 140 channel. He has some great videos on the implements and the setup of everything 140. Good deal. You need to go meet him, Brian. You got to get out and meet these other guys like I be trying to get out and do. He does let me stay in the house, but he didn't let me run the big Massey the other week, did he? Put me on the little tractor, act like it was my first time cutting hay. Okay, got you. Good deal. I just didn't know. I knew y'all was talking about some equipment or something. Uh-oh. There goes something from DLK right there. And it's weird. We on a live. We chatting back and forth. And I get and I will tell y'all why there's a few of y'all in here. A lot of stuff I get on Messenger, I do not open it. I need to put that in a video just so people, because some days I'll get like 200 or 300 things on Messenger. And there's no way that that's legit and people really being friendly. Did you just send me something on Messenger, David? I see before I even open it. Okay. I see. Without knowing it was you, I probably wouldn't have opened it. I'd have been scared it was some hacker or something crazy. Oh yeah, that looks good. I can probably bale hay with the Massey if I want. Brian, I'm baling hay all this last week. I baled hay every day. Work from dark to dark, and I'm taking off a Saturday to go to a race and work and make a video for YouTube, and now you want me to work. Appreciate you coming in, DLK. I'm fixing to shut it down anyway. It's been a little bit over an hour, but I do want to thank each and every one of y'all for supporting us here at Gerald Farms and coming along on our little life here on the farm, and when we go to the dirt tracks, and when we do go to Brian's and have to bail him out, and me and Gordon, and bale his hay so he'll have hay to feed his animals. I appreciate all of y'all supporting us. Y'all take care. Have a good week. I look forward to seeing all of y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a good one.